Hello and welcome back to Fallout 4 with Madeleine and I. And Madeleine has been very busy. She's put a lot of personal input into this. She chose this outfit to be crafted. It's a steampunk kind of gunslinger's outfit. The full details in the description. Welding goggles, battered fedora, provisioner's backpack, a few bits of leather armor, a metal right arm, ready for action. But look, Mad's pad, we've upgraded the accommodation slightly without getting too carried away. We've got kind of the start of a lounge space down here. All of the artwork and decor was chosen personally and placed by Madeleine. We let her loose with the controller. Upstairs we've had a little display of some outfits so she could choose what was most appropriate. We've got a fake raider, just sort of enemy recognition. The raiders, by the way, are just kind of the general baddies of the Commonwealth. They're not very organised. They're kind of a bit like the average low-sec dweller in Eve. Interesting picture here over the nice comfy beds with the comfy pillows. We've got a second comfy pillow. I'll tell you where we got that from in a moment. Set up a little desk area, bit more art. Nice balcony overlooking the arse end of Sanctuary. So, apart from that, we're pretty much ready to head out to Diamond City, and there's a good reason we need to do that. We are going to stop at the chemistry bench. We have got the Claire outfit from Resident Evil 2 remake, which is epic, but we didn't have enough to make it, so I didn't yet. We might try that another day. We're going to see about building a grenade. We've got a baseball, I believe, so we're going to make ourselves one baseball grenade. We need fertilizer to make explosives. Which also reminds me, we want to just go into the settlement menu very quickly, go to resources, before it's even loaded in, miscellaneous, and find the Brahmin trough. When you put these down, I didn't realise this for a long time, you put these down, but Brahmin are attracted to feed, they produce fertiliser, very useful for the production of explosives and jet, which is a lovely herbal remedy made from fertilizer and plastic, which makes us good money. Can be useful in a fight, but it'll make us a lot of money. Anyway, we're loaded up slightly. We've got enough bits and bobs around on us, to put up hopefully a generator and a recruitment beacon should we get to another settlement on our travels. We've also got the bloatfly gland, which we'll get some caps for in Diamond City. And we've got the gold bars to sell, so we've remembered to bring the good stuff with us. If we just check the stats actually on the outfit that we're wearing, just so you're familiar with it. It's not too cheeky, you can get some crazy OP mod outfits. This one's given us 15 kinetic damage resistance, 5 energy, 5 irradiation, plus 2 charisma. It just saves us changing into the t-shirt and jeans. In fact, we can drop that off, lighten the load a little bit. I did scrap some of the clothes that we had and some of the armour that we had to get leather and to get cloth, so we could do the crafting. But we left you last night, didn't we, in the Sunshine Trading's company. We made it back with absolutely no contact whatsoever. We did pop into Concord and we did this. In the main street in Concord is the Concord Speakeasy, dead opposite the entrance to the museum down the street. There's some general knickknacks down on the ground floor. Might be useful, some bottles. There's always a camera, so I've shown you this for one reason. You might need to come in here, get that camera for your first bit of crystal to get your first recruitment tower up. There's an advanced lock safe if you want to come back when you've got the skill, or you've already got it when you get here. Down in the cellar there's just general loot. There's another advanced lock door up here, one bedroom and not much in it, and another bedroom with a variety of loot. A little bit of a strange scene, and you find various around this game, but we do get a comfy pillow and 2 doses of XL. This poor man decided to die in a hotel room with a lady mannequin. Over here in the bathroom it gets even stranger, if the dog will let me in. There's a skull in the loo, there's a skeleton in the bath, and these mannequins, one with a plunger, 2 with a machete. So it's a good place to pop in and grab a machete. It's quite a nice little combat weapon. And in the sink here we've got a day tripper. Now the XLs, very powerful drugs. The kind of thing that looks so good I'll probably never use them. But there you go, plus 3 luck, plus 3 charisma. Might be good if we're making a big purchase. And XL's plus 2 to all stats, so they're quite handy to grab. So yeah, just a useful place there to pop in and get yourself some stock of very fine drugs and a machete. But we've got a bladed tire iron anyway. Let's have a little check on our status. We've now got fatigue, parasites and insomnia. We've got 2 illnesses requiring more sleep, 1 requiring more food. We've still got suppressed immunity. We had to take another rad away because between our jaunt down to the Sunshine Trading's Company and the rad storms, we did have about nearly 45% of our health bar was rads. So we've had a bit of a clean out. And yeah, we got parasites by walking across the street. That's how susceptible we've become to infection. Now you can use these, what are they called? Antimicrobials to try to stave off you catching diseases. I don't use them very often. They're a little bit rare actually, but as I've said, most of the diseases are manageable. So we are off now, map wise, down to Diamond City, which is miles away, but we do have a settlement in the form of the Starlight Drive in here, which is going to be kind of a forward operating base for this whole top area of the map until we spread out, and maybe on the way to Diamond City, A, we're not going to get into any fights whatsoever, and B, we may well find another settlement on the way. Grey Garden, we're going to get back down there. We're going to chat to the people at Grey Garden, chat to a couple more people that we meet on the way, but I'm just going to head down there. If I have any incidents or contact, I shall update you. If not, I'm probably going to meet you down at Grey Garden. On the way south, we just popped over to the Starlight Drive-In just to make sure that the settlers 4 are already recruited. I've got some food, some water, some beds. They've had to make do with a couple of sleeping bags over there, and I put a little bit nice bed in here for me to drop a safe save on. I did the same on the way down at the Red Rocket Drive-In. If you check on your data tab workshops, you can just see, you'll get a little alert symbol next to it if they're really lacking in anything. We've also got a level up to do. What shall we do? I think we're going to go for another level of gunslinger, are we? No, we're going to go sneak. Time to get a little bit of a sneak going on. 20% harder to detect. While we're here, there are lots of barrels of radioactive waste down here. We need to kill them really quickly. We're going to get rid of the radiation when we get to Diamond City, so I'm not too concerned about it. We might as well get rid of you, Mr. Carr, and you, but get rid of those as quickly as possible. That's a lot of rads we've taken, but it's okay. Right, we're going to head over there. That's Corvega. We're going to go past the side of there and see if we can be a little bit cheeky on the way past. The environment across here is lovely. We're beautifully hidden. That's Lexington in between us. We're not going to get too involved right now. There's lots of ghouls and some raiders down in there. We need to get to Diamond City, get rid of these illnesses and the radiation. And we've already had some comments saying, oh, I think you should do this build or play this way. And that's one of the great things about this game. You can make almost any build you like. They'll all work. Bloodleaf down there. Lovely. Dry river bread, I should guess. Yeah, the variety you can do in this game. I've done the a playthrough with Intelligence 1, so I couldn't do any crafting of weapons, any of the gunsmith stuff. I was completely dependent on what I found in the game, and I did absolutely fine. Also, if you mix very low intelligence score with a high luck score and a perk called Idiot Savant, you get random rolls of bonuses on your XP drops. Corvega is covered on the outside with raiders, so just on the way past we're going to take a cheeky opportunity. They may not show up in VATs, but if we scope in, there's one, look. We're going to take a couple of these guys out just while we're passing. If we can, I've missed him. He's really, I don't think they're going to be able to get any fire on us. We're going to wait for him. There you go, down. The more of these you can take out just kind of casually. If you leave it a while before you come back here for real, then they may well have despawned, so the loot won't be there for you to get. But let's just see who else we can see from here. Aha! You can die. machine gun turret. You'll go down to 2 shots. Come on, come around the corner, Mr. Raider. Got you. And is he down? Fine, that'll do. Cleared out the outside a little bit. And we need to head over now. Just to Grey Garden and then cut down this bridge. We'll stop in to say hello at Grey Garden, pick up their mission. Also speak to one of the other guys down there. We may be able to get some caps out of him. There's the old scrapyard. This game also, there are hundreds, thousands of hours of content on YouTube, which I do like looking through, of again the lore to these games, and this game is amazing. I know there's a big row that I'm not going to get involved in about how much of a Fallout game Fallout 4 really is, and maybe a big mistake was that it's actually called Fallout at all, because it seems to have rattled a few cages, but I don't really care. I hadn't played any of the previous games, I'm going to admit, other than very briefly. Never really engaged with them, not because of the games, just because I didn't have the time to put into them probably. So I've had none of that to deal with. I'm going to grab all the moot fruit I can. We've got little farms going at all of our settlements now, but not necessarily optimized. So I think every 2 days you can reharvest the fruit. Correct me if I'm wrong in a comment, but I think in survival mode, yeah, 2 days. I almost forgot the robots. There's Supervisor Brown here. He will buy the moot fruit we actually pick from out the front office if we want to. Supervisor White will give us a little mission. We'll come back and get that mission later. We're not really strong enough to do it. It involves super mutants and Mirelurks. We'll get there and eventually. Supervisor Green will have a quick chat with.
Supervisor Green?
At Grey Garden, the price is always right. Shall we make a deal?
Yeah, let's make a deal. We'll ask him about the whole game show host thing.
That's the correct answer. Well done.
And he'll play along with us, and we'll play along with him.
Okay.
I do like the outfit. Well done, Madeleine. Good choice.
Let's take a look at your fabulous prize.
Green.
It's a brand new car.
Well, it's not looking at its best.
Now, if you've already got
I've had Cortinas that looked a bit like that.
how does 100 caps sound?
Well, shall we take 100 caps? Let's ask for just a little more. We've got our +2 charisma bonus, remember, on our outfit. We could have put our posh glasses on for an extra +1. We're going to ask for more one more time. Let's push our luck. Oh, when we've passed that one, a bit of XP.
All right, 200 caps it is.
We'll take the 200, I think.
More could lead to disqualification, so you might want to stop right there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take the red test. I'm not high enough for that. 200 bottle caps. Thank you very much.
We certainly won't complain. Well, it's been a real pleasure. Thanks for playing.
And he's also
Green.
a trader.
Ready to begin your
Although I think his stock is a little bit limited, but let's just check. You never know. Nothing of interest. Right, now we're going to need to get down here. We're just crossing the bridge. We have now crossed into uncharted territory. Down here, we'll just get the XP for discovering it. It's BEANTOWN Brewery. I think if you go in the door around the back and kill one raider in the room on the right, you could probably drop a save in there, but we're just going to head down the railway track. I'm going to just go into hidden. This is one of those random kind of encounter spawn zones. It's quite often an alpha mongrel. A glowing radroach. He's dead. And there's no one else here, so we can probably jog on a little bit here. And we've got a river down here. Over there is where the orcs and the Mirelurks live, in the water treatment plant, where the Supervisor White wants us to go to fix the water supply up to Green Garden. We will snipe them across the river at some stage because it's a bit of a nasty fight. At low level, it certainly is. They've got missile launchers and they've got friends in the form of horrible big dirty mutant hounds. Right,
Excuse
let's
me.
talk to this
We
settler.
could really use your help. I'd be glad
I'm
to.
very happy to
Just
help.
tell me
What's going on?
We're having a lot of trouble with a group of raiders. Stealing our
Notice that at the
food and
moment we don't seem to be
supplies.
talking about the
Do you think
Minutemen.
you
We're just
can
doing this independently.
persuade
We
them
need
to leave
to
us alone?
talk to Preston a little bit more.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
But that's okay.
Good.
So as I said, you don't
At least
ever have to go and
worry
see
about
Preston. Backstreet Apparel, that's handy. We need to kill the raiders in Backstreet Apparel and rescue their friend. We're going to grab some potatoes on the way through. Why not? That's all they've got at this farm, but we'll take them to establish a new farm elsewhere. And Backstreet Apparel is down in Boston, not far from there's Backstreet Apparel, there's Diamond City. There's a place in here we can make a settlement. I don't know if we will now or not. And we're going to cut basically along the riverbank and then to this bridge and then cut down here. And hopefully we won't see a soul while we're doing that. So, to the south. We'll be a little bit careful just over here because there is a campsite in a clearing here that can be a spawn area. But very rarely. Radex, don't mind if I do. I like the skies and the lighting that we're getting off of the mods, and the game itself is quite effective in doing that. The scope can be very useful. This is the medium scope. It can see further and shoot further than VATS can detect, so it's worth having a little peek through, literally like a telescope, just to see what's ahead when you're not too sure. Right, now we're getting right onto the edges of Boston. Up here on this street we need to be a little bit careful. There's usually an encounter going on between different sets of NPCs, but right now there's nobody here. You get super mutants and raiders heading up here. There's ghouls who live up in those buildings who'll come out and fight them. We are going to head around this way. We're going to cut up here and down that alleyway, and down this alleyway. This is Hangman's Alley. Is he asleep or is he dead? Right, he's down. Right, there should be 3 more people in here. If we're lucky, lucky we can take them out without too much hassle. That was rubbish. Oh, he moved. Stand still, you bounder. Allow me to shoot you. Ooh, I didn't like that. I've only got half health because of all the rads, so I need to be very careful here. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give him a grenade. We're going to equip that one. We're going to favourite that one. And we're going to favourite that one. And we've got the baseball grenade we made equipped. We're going to chuck it into that corner. We got some XP. We got somebody, or maybe we got 2. Should we go for the critical? I think we will. Yeah, that's got him down nicely. Come on, mister. Oh, why didn't I get the second shot in then? Ooh, reload, I'm worried he's going to shoot me and kill me while I'm doing this. Right, that's it. Still in danger though. Hangman's Alley. There is somebody down there. Try and get up these stairs. Get up here. A better view down into the base from here. Who's left? Where are you? There you are. We've hit you. Come on. Poke your head back round there. Where's he gone? There he is. Done. Right, we've cleared Hangman's Alley. Won't need to adjust that much. We'll try to the right. There we are.
Nice.
We will go in with a weapon drawn. No need to grab all this loot right now, because what we're going to do is actually run down here, claim the workbench. So we've got a settlement here, which, if I calculated correctly, we can instantly build some stuff in on our way through. Let's see if I did so. One generator. I need 5 steel. Right, let's scrap some junk. 4 steel, 8 steel, there we go. 1 spare to make the cable to power it, I think. There you go. And that's going to start recruiting. Beds wise, there's not anything too posh around here. This settlement has the main workbench and it has a weapon workbench. And we can drop a save there. And we're going to head straight round to Diamond City. Unchain the door. Straight up here to the right. We want to be a little bit careful at this junction. We want to go straight ahead across here, round to the right here. There is a bit of a super mutant settlement. I'm just going to wait here till we get some action points so I can leg it. There's sometimes a fight already in progress around here between the Diamond City security guys. Is there one dead there? They dropped great armor. I'm going to grab all of that guy's armor and I'm going to run. See, the super mutants are shooting me in the back. I might well get a mutant hound after me here, now that they've aggroed on me. Dog meat, don't get involved. Dog meat's on fire. Super mutant hound has taken me down in 1 hit. Luckily we just dropped a save, eh? There you go, that's what I mean about being careful. Right, before we head out, I've just run around and grabbed a bit more of the loot and the ammo off people that are around here. I'm going to get rid of that shack wall. The handy thing, as I said, about Scrapper is that this here rifle, which you're not going to use, but it's very modded up. If we scrap this guy, we're going to get screws and we're going to get copper back from it. If you didn't have the scrapper skill, you just get steel and maybe a screw. And the more advanced the weapons are, the better the scrap you get. So all this stuff that we don't really want. There you go. So just a shotgun, 4 steel, 1 screw, 1 wood. So we're just going to scrap all of these. It keeps out. If you can find one as you're going around a dungeon or travelling around, you can scrap the weapons you've got on you. What on earth was that? That was probably a super mutant suicider going off. Hangman's Alley. Looks more like a hung lady. But there you go. We shan't make an issue of it. I may have just misgendered my own cadaver. Right, let's try this in stealth mode, shall we? We do want to grab the guy's armor. This Diamond City guard's armor is very good early game. We'll have a proper... Well, we're in caution. We're in caution. Please don't get on us. Dog, don't get involved. We've made it. We're just going to leg it. Sometimes you'll cut down here as security guards fighting the super mutants. You can join in. Don't aggro the guards, whatever you do, with a carelessly thrown explosive device like I may have done once a while. Are we here?
Keep moving, Scabber.
Keep moving. Who have we got here? Ah! This is Cricket. Ben will be pleased that I've found Cricket. Ben's a friend of mine. He suggested getting hold of Spray and Pray, which is a gun that only this trader sells.
Take a look.
Oh, goody.
You can kind of find her on the map, but it's a little bit random. It's down here. It's very expensive for us right now. It's an explosive submachine gun. Adds explosive damage onto the basic bullet damage. I guess I should have a look and see if we've got anything else that I might actually want.
I'm your girl.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, goody. Let's make mischief.
Let's have a look. Laser pistols, serrated combat knife, serration on a bladed weapon gives it bleed damage. Combat shotgun, no. I was hoping we'd find something like one of our weapons, like a suppressed sniper rifle would be handy, just to nick the suppressor off of if it was less powerful. Pocketed girded leather chest piece, no. Antibiotics, very expensive. We'll find some. The doctor's gonna fix us anyway. We need to get on over here and meet Piper.
You can't just lock me out. You want into Diamond City, right?
I just got here, but yeah.
Shh. Play along. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. No need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
I'm sure they're going to notice when we walk in the door I'm not actually a trader, but we'll see.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Another great day in Diamond City.
I think we've got a charisma check here, so we'll see if we can do anything about that. The Diamond City guard armor is actually quite good. We'll have a proper look. Fashionable glasses, +1 charisma. Thank you, they'll be handy.
Piper, who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer scrapped for parts.
Ooh, that a statement, Mr. McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatening to throw free speech in the dumpster.
This really isn't any of my business.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, miss. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money, settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
Oh, shall I be rude to him or not?
Whatever.
A little
I'm not
bit
gonna be
rude.
here long.
Another see no evil type. You'll fit in just fine with all the inept guards.
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
Just
We'll play it
looking
cool for
for
now.
something.
Oh, what is it you're looking for?
Honest
Who
but
would I
vague.
talk to
Let's
about
go for that one.
finding a missing person?
Well, whatever you do, don't bother going to Diamond City Security for help.
Don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
A mayor of a great city
Fashionable
must know
glasses, work
everyone.
your magic.
Who can help me?
Well, there is one
Yeah.
private citizen. Nick Valentine, a detective of sorts who specializes in tracking people down. Usually for debts or whatnot. Now, I have to get going. I'm sorry, Diamond City Security doesn't have time to help, but I'm sure Mr. Valentine charges a reasonable fee.
This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security always shrivels away when talk of missing persons comes
I've had
up?
enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. I'm impressed. Not everyone can claw information out of McDonough's tight-fisted hands. Why don't you stop by my office after you see Valentine? I think I just found my next story.
Okay, we're in, and we need to find Nick Valentine. We've met a dodgy mayor and a journalist who lies. Is this Boston or London?
Hey there.
Remember this guy.
What a day, huh? Welcome
He
to
repeats
the
himself a lot.
Great Green Jewel. You'll totally love it here. Don't you have, like, important things to do?
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
I didn't
Oh,
mean
you
to
know her
lie,
then.
officer. It all just happened so fast.
You're not the first one Piper pulled into a heap of trouble they weren't ready for. Thanks for being honest. If it were up to me, we would have just let the both of you in. But the mayor's calling the shots, and, well, you saw how mad he is. Anyway, welcome to Diamond City and all that. I gotta get back to work.
Well, thank you. You have a nice day too. So, we've made it to Diamond City. Let's enter. And here we are. Halloween was when the bombs dropped. I'm surprised so much stuff has been left out referring to it. But here we are, Diamond City. Look at it. It's built inside the baseball stadium, as you may have gathered by some of the uniforms, etc. There's Piper. There's her little sister. We have in here, we're fully equipped. In Diamond City Market, we can get our hair done. We've got a clothing shop down here. We've arrived at night, so most of the traders are going to be in bed, but we'll meet them in the morning because top priority down here, now we're here, is to get a save dropped. So we're going to head round here.
Can't believe you eat that food. Only one thing worth buying in the dugout inn.
Into the dugout inn and get ourselves a room for the night. Quite how these guys have still got Russian accents, I've no idea, but there you go. We need their little conversation to finish. While they're doing that, we can have a little sneak around, see if there's anything worth nicking. As long as we're hidden. You do not want to upset anybody in Diamond City. The whole place will turn on you. It will not end well. Advanced locked, we can't get in there.
Hi there. You can order drinks and food here or at the bar.
Right, you're all back in your regular positions. Let's see
Hey there.
Yefim.
Customer. Need a room?
Yes, please.
Fine.
10 caps, well
Here's
spent.
your caps.
You're in room 2, just through the door.
And until I played in survival mode, I'd never used a hotel room or a doctor ever in Fallout 4, and I played it quite a lot before survival mode came out. It's already 2 AM, so we'll sleep through. We'll get 7 hours sleep. I think that's the minimum for well rested, assuming we can get it from a rented bed. There we are. Perfect. And in fact, we're here. I think this is a very good point to call it an episode in our wonderful fab new outfit. Me and Dogmeat here live from the Dugout Hotel, Diamond City in the Commonwealth. Leave us a comment, leave us a like please. You know the feedback is what it's all about. Subscribe if you want to stay in touch. We'll be back very soon. Any suggestions, any ideas are very welcome. But for now, take care.